Domestic violence is not the same as harassment of communication. That's a phone charge. Like, your children gonna have to see this stuff. The internet never goes away. Like, yo, right now, he's in the future.
You would have been calm and asked for the work a long time ago. But don't sit here and act like that's the truth.
Rest is, well, text message that said never over a year ago.
He literally took a video that he and I did and was gonna have it released.
My message to her was,
the other person I'm talking to, she satisfying me.
I'm tired of hearing you saying that.
She is hurt. She just made another music video about you. Another whole song. She's made two songs.
She's not hurt making songs. I feel like she's capitalizing. Let's be real, Tasha.
Well, it's kind of like, you know, I can't, obviously I lost my husband. Obviously in a sense you won, per se.
No, I didn't win.
You did. If you want Martell back,
Hey, my truth seekers, how are you guys doing? Welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D. Yes, indeed. How are you guys doing? I see Sugar Brown. Got to make sure I get this right. Sugar Brown, she says, making my spot. Hit the button as your administration to the live. And my girl, Miss Marcella, is in the house. She says, hey, Lady D and chat. Let me see if I can go ahead and raise myself up a little bit, guys, because look like I'm cut off. Let me raise myself up. Yes, indeed. Miss Marcella says, hey, Lady D and chat. Also, she says, hit the like button. Guys, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button, please. Thank you. Yes, indeed. And also, Chandela is in the house. She says, hey, Lady D and chat. Make sure you guys go and check out my girl, Miss Marcella. Check out her channel. Speak with your girl, Marcella. So, guys, welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D, unapologetic and non-biased. Now, I cannot pronounce this name. Now, you're going to have to break it down to me. I don't know what it is. Symmetry. I don't know what it is, but this is a new name. Welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D. Guys, in here is grown folks, unapologetic and non-biased. Chandela says this video is golden. Yes, indeed. How are you guys doing, guys? I am so glad to be here today, man. I was out for a little while under the weather, but thank God that I am here. I am here. So I'm not going to go ahead and hold you up too long because tonight, yes, we're going to watch. What's the name of it? It's going to be called Sunny's Destiny Has Arrived. That's a strange title right there, but something about 8-8. This right here is going to be season 8, episode 8. And we already know, if you're dealing with numbers, 8 is a very good number. That means that it's completed. So we're trying to see what's going on because, this is a lot. This right here is a lot. Also, check out my girl, Misbehaving. Misbehaving is fun. Monday. Yes, Monday, she and I, we're going to go ahead and do a recap of all the stuff that is going on tonight. So, guys, like I said, to me, it's getting very interesting. And the reason why it's getting very interesting because now we seeing more people, people, other casts that they are talking, they're more in front of the scene. It's not just about Martell and Melody mess because we got tired of all that right there. So I'm ready for tonight. So I'm not gonna go ahead and hold you guys up. I'm gonna try to see if I can hang in at least an hour. Chandela says, I'm glad you're feeling better, and I've been patiently waiting for you and Misbehaving to go live again. Yes, she and we going to go live. Hopefully, like I said, Monday. Make sure you go ahead and check it out. I am 2 o'clock p.m. Central, and she's 3 o'clock Eastern. So make sure you go ahead and check out for that. And that's going to be Monday. Yes, indeed. So as you can see right here by the title is What's the Heavenly is Going On Here. Dr. Heavenly opened her doors to Destiny Payton. Man, when I saw that notification had came on my timeline, I think it was last night, then she went ahead, I guess she wanted to do some editing. Man, I was sitting there saying, what is Dr. Heavenly? What is she's cooking? Because we already know when it comes to Dr. Heavenly, she's not going to let anybody come in her house round her man, Dr. Damon. Okay. I think his name is Dr. Damon. If his name is not Dr. Damon, please sit there and correct me. But we already know, Dr. Heavenly is not going to let any and everybody in her house. So I said, Dr. Heavenly, she must be trying to find out where the body's at. And I was saying, Lord, I just hope that Destiny don't sit there and share everything. But one thing that I can say from what I have observed when Destiny was over there at Dr. Heavenly, Destiny is a very smart, articulate, very smart woman. Like I said, we couldn't see that side of people because everybody was so mesmerized trying to uplift one person, but now we getting to see more stuff is coming out. And I hate to just pat myself on the back. I'm going to pat myself on the back because you all know most of the stuff that Destiny was talking about. You already heard it over here. I told you guys, I said that the reason why, and I'm going to say alleged, but why all the stuff was coming out, when it came to Melody, getting Martell arrested. That's why I went ahead and played that intro. I say all this right here because what they was trying to do is prepare us for this new season that's coming out. So why did Melody went ahead, and pull out the receipt? Why did she waited so long, almost 2 years, waited to pull out the receipts? Because like I said, they was trying to use the court system, and all this right here is alleged for entertainment purpose only, using the court system for entertainment. So let me go ahead and do my copyright disclaimer. My copyright disclaimer is under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism. So guys, do not get mad with the messenger. Comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. So like I said, only grown folks here. If you cannot stand the heat, you get out of the kitchen. I see my girl is in the house. Misbehaving is fun. Girl, we gonna sit there. We gonna crack through this Monday. She says, "Hello, Lady D and chat." Yes, indeed, guys. Make sure you go ahead and check out my girl. Misbehaving is fun. Check out her channel as well and speak with your girl Marcella. Okay, okay. I saw something that let me go ahead and read this right quick. I saw this right here on Urban Bell, and I never read it. But let me go ahead and read this right quick. This dealing with Martell court case, his court case. So let me go ahead and read some of this right here. See if I can go ahead and find it, and then we're gonna go ahead and get into the rest of my commentary. But now, as things are starting to unravel, like I said, much is given, much is required. But this right here is coming from Urban Bell. It says that an Alabama court feels Martell holds blankly disregard court orders on the counseling and punishment. Love and Marriage Huntsville star Martell Holt and Melody. Now, also, when it comes to some of these articles, these magazines right here, Urban Bell, some of this right here, we going to say allege, okay? All this right here, to me, is for entertainment purposes only. Because we got a lot of people that wants to uplift one person, but like I said, you have to be careful who holding up your ladder, because the ones that's holding up your ladders are the ones that's going to shake your butt right off it. Okay. But right here, this article right here is coming from Urban Bell. Let me see these commercials coming up. So it says an Alabama court feels Martell Holt blankly disregarded court orders in counseling and punishment. Love and Marriage Huntsville starred Martell Holt and Melody Sheree Rogers were in court this week for a hearing in their ongoing custody dispute. The hearing pertained to Melody and her attorney, who filed an emergency motion. The emergency motion is to enforce previous orders that Martell undergo psychological evaluation and counseling with their minor son. Like I said, when it comes to this right here, based off of a reality show, I think that they all should receive counseling, because they all sat there to me. And this is what I have observed. I'm not a counselor, I'm not a therapist, but what I have observed on this reality show, that they all sat there and gambled their soul. They gambled their family. So now that everything is starting to unravel, pot meets kettle. Okay, so he that have an ear, let him hear. But also it says, as previously reported by Urban Bell, Melody originally filed a grievance against Martell last July, accusing Martell of using corporate punishment against their children. I thought right here that the judge had went ahead, and threw that out. I didn't know that they still going on with it. I guess Melody didn't like the judgment, so she wanted to go ahead and refile something like that. Most likely, that's what it is right there. These people, they want to save face. But also it says this including allegations of punching and choking their son. And you know good and well that if all this was true, do you think that the court would still have the kids, to co-parent? Like I say, all this right here, it's just so sad. And the thing about it, the only ones that's going to get hurt the most, and that's the kids, because the kids one day they're gonna be able to connect the dots, and they're going to see exactly what's going on. Like I say, when it comes to the love of money can be the root of all evil. Also, it says these allegations left a sour feeling amongst many LAMH fans. The judge over the case issued an order that seems to be a scattering rebuke of Martell's behavior. It appears Martell had apparent blatant disregard for the court order. The court document for the order, obtained exclusively by Urban Bear, declared on March 9th, 2022, that Martell get involved with counseling with their minor son pre the previous decree. Another order issued in September 2022 forbid Martell from using corporate punishment. Per the order, the court declared Martell failed to seek the psychological evaluation. It took the emergency motion for Martell to comply almost 2 years later. The court felt convinced that Martell blankly ignored the order and used corporate punishment against their child. Now, this is not coming from the judge, okay? So We see a lot of these biased bloggers that's going around and saying that the judge went ahead and threw the book at Martell. This is what Melody's attorney had put in motion. So what we're reading right here, this is not the judge order. Okay. So all the stuff that you are hearing, coming from these bloggers, guy, take it with a grain of salt, because we already know that they will do anything to sit there and you know, uplift one person. So also it says that the counselor declared an expert by the court found that Martell disregarded the order of counseling their children reported emotionally backlash. Melody Rogers scored a win in her upgoing custody battle with Martell Hope. As a result of the court declaration, Martell is now at serious risk of losing his visitation right to the children. He has been ordered to comply with the original order of weekly counseling immediately and participate in twice monthly family counseling with his children. Failure to comply with the order will result in losing his visitation right. Martell must also pay Melody Cherie $7,000 toward her legal fees. He must also schedule his remaining visit for his psychological evaluation. They're hearing for this case is October 16, 2024. And like I say, when it comes to all this right here, the only ones that's going to get hurt, and that's the children. Okay. So like I said, good luck when it comes to all this right here. So let me go ahead and read some of the comments. I see Speak with the girl Marcella said it was a setup storyline. Martell, please do whatever the court asks. Absolutely. If the court had asked them to go and get a psych evaluation, go ahead and do it, because we already know that these people, like I said, they're going to try in and everything to sit there and make one person look good. But if I was Martell, this is exactly what I would do. I would sit there and call Melody's bluff. I will call Melody's bluff. And like I said, I'm only going by of what's on this reality show. Like I said, we have to know exactly how to separate the reality show from these people's personal life. But I will call a bluff. I would sit there and say, okay, Melody, you want the children's full time? I'm going to go ahead and give you the kids full time, which and put in the court orders that Melody she cannot have 20 and 30 babysitters. She have to have a very liable, hired babysitter, someone that I know, someone that I agree to. Those kids cannot even go sleep over. So in other words, if she wants to be a full-time mom, then she's going to make sure that she have to go to all the kids' events. She's going to have to make sure that the kids, when it comes to the schooling, their grades is up to par. These kids not sitting there, eating fast food, cooking for the kids. I will put all that in the orders and say, okay, Melody, now you can have the kids, because it's not going to work out. It's not going to work out. And the reason why it's not going to work out, because like I said, all this right here to me is for entertainment purpose only. These people chose to put their life out there on display. So what I would do is I would sit there and just call her bluff, because anybody that decide, when they get tired, they get sick of the husband, the children, the dogs, they go and they get them a hotel. Okay. Most people, when they get tired of the children, the dogs, and the husband, they go, just like one of my mods says, they take a bubble bath. Okay. So let me go ahead and read some more of the comments, and then we're going to go into this interview. I think that this was, the most best interview that I seen for a while. Destiny, I got to give you hands up. I got to give you hands up, because you did a good job. Destiny, she really hit this out of the park. And I want to go ahead and talk about that. So let me go ahead and read some more of the comments, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get into all this right here. Shandela says Martell needs to get another attorney. Absolutely. But like I said, most of this stuff right here that Martell is going through is just a storyline. If I was Martell, if I do decide to get an attorney, a different attorney, I will sit there and say that anything that's dealing, with what's in the court, it cannot be on social media. That's what I would do, you know. And he also need a good uh PR team. He definitely need that. He definitely need a good PR team. Um, it's cool when they do it. Yes, indeed. That's a new name. It's cool when they do it. She said it was a setup. Yes, indeed. Chandela says it definitely was a setup and he's making it easy for being stubborn. Mm. Destiny mentioned years ago that her family court case was held in the same court as Mel and Martell, and none of the information was released. Yeah, absolutely. So like I said, you know, most of the stuff when I speak it, that's why I'm gonna go ahead and do a membership only. I'm gonna set that up because when I speak things, I don't care, you know, what it is, even though I'm talking about these reality shows because that is where my people at. But when I speak it, trust me, you can go ahead and take it to the bank. And it's time to elevate ourselves, you know, and when I don't have to get my readings from those psychics and believing in anything. I get my readings from the Most High God. And when I say something, trust me, most of the stuff that I've been saying that's going on with this particular reality show, it always come back as a confirmation. Okay. It's cool when they do it. Says, hey, misbehaving Marcella, Lady D. Hey, chat. It's me. Oh, okay, Tanya. Okay. These people like me last night, and I got tired of saying it's cool when they do it. Okay, okay, Tanya. Marcella says facts. She's alone fighting for children to be on TV would still want my visitation. Absolutely. Like I said, if she wants the children, I will call her bluff. Go ahead and get the kids, you know, and make sure that the kids could never be filmed from her nor her mom. Okay. The kids, like I said, the only thing that she is obligated to do is be a full-time mom. And we'll see how that's going to work. Okay. A full-time mom. Sugar Brown says that it's a shame all this is happening over a show. Girl, these people lost it. Like I said, the love of money is the root of all evil. The love of money is the root of all evil. And all this right here is just going to come to a brick wall. Okay. It's cool when they do it. Says I had to put my baby Penelope up there because she has the best resting face, and that was my total mood. Okay, I agree. I do not believe they would be divorced or in court if they were not on TV. Absolutely, I've been saying that from day one. They would not. Melody would still be with her husband, sitting there, going out there, trying to hobnob, trying to be what you call that, the poster, how you say that, you know, the people that's going out there, trying to hobnob with the elite. She would still be doing that if she didn't have that, have this reality show. But like I said, you know, what she did was she went ahead and she traded it all for fame. So this right here is the blunt of it all. Okay. Baby, it ain't easy being a full-time mom. Absolutely. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. You know, and all we can go by of what they put out. We only can go by what they put out. And what did Martell said? Martell said, you know, when Melody, you know, she would have the kids got to stop at the laundry room, take off all their clothes, even the clothes out of their backpack and put it in the washer. You know, Martell also said that when Melody, you know, wanted to go and get beautified or whatever she was doing, she left the kids in the car. She left the kids in the car. So, you know, I'm pretty sure if she become a full-time mom, Martell is going to have people to watch to see if she's going to still do the same stuff that Martell had accused her of. And we already know for fact, and this is not alleged, that when she wanted to go and spy on Martell, she used to get the kids out of the bed. Yes, got the children out of the bed to go and spy on her husband. And then she wanted to be a part of a storyline where one of the girls say, Dad, I saw you with another woman. Martell say, where did you get that from? Oh, it's a secret, Dad. So, like I said, guys, The love of money is the root of all evil. So let's go ahead and move on from that right there, guys, because I'm going to be on here just about 30 more minutes. And after that, we're going to go ahead and close it out. But when it comes to the interview with Dr. Heavenly and Destiny, I mean, that right there to me, it was an A+. I don't care what the other bloggers are going out there and saying, from what I have observed, it was an A+. And for Destiny to drive all the way, as she said, in the boondocks, going to Dr. Heavenly, and for Dr. Heavenly to open up that door, I say, my God, what is going on? I say, something got to be very, very interesting. I just say, I hope Destiny don't sit there and start spilling her guts and telling Dr. Heavenly where the bodies are. So when they went in, with all them stairs, I say, oh my God, Dr. Heavenly, you was bringing this girl up there in the attic. You should have an elevator or something, man, all those flights. But once they went in, Destiny, she's a straight shooter. She went straight into it. She wanted to go ahead and clear up all the lies. And the thing about it is that a lot of them was, saying, Melody, Destiny was making it all about Melody. No, that's what you guys was waiting for. Only thing that you all was waiting for Destiny to bring up Melody's name. But just hear Melody's name all this season, because next season, I promise you, next season, you're not going to hear Melody's name, okay? Because like I said there and say, people are waking up. They are not sitting there kissing the grounds that Miss Buddy walk on anymore. They're not there wants to kiss the ring. And when I tell you something, guys, take it to the bank. Take it to the bank, because I can take the foolish things to confirm the wise. What Miss Buddy was trying to do, she knew if she get all the key players, one, Marceau, get Marceau on her side. If she can get Marceau on her side, she know that Tisha and most likely the Scotts, Maurice and Kimmy is going to follow along. All we need is the key players. So what she's trying to do is get Maurice on her side, because she know if she get Maurice on her side, then everybody else going to fall in line where they can go ahead and ice out Martell. I told you guys, just because I am a very small channel, I have a very power-packed voice, okay? It may sit there and look like I'm way back there like Dr. Heavenly in the boondocks, but people are watching. And that's why they be saying, are you shadow banned? Because I don't even get your notification. Most likely you might not, because their ears are bleeding. So if your ears are bleeding, like I said, if you can't stand the heat, then you get out the kitchen. Because all this stuff was calculated. It was planned out. Let's go ahead and let me get the key players on my side. Then I can go ahead and ice out Martell, because Martell is already hollering. He's ready to tell his story. Tell my story or go ahead and fire me. That's Martell. Martell say, tell my story or just fire me. Well, we don't want Martell to tell his story, because we don't want Ariane on the show. We don't want to know anything about what Martell, who he's messing with, because then that's going to mess up my money and it's going to mess up my brand, because I need Martell as a sacrificial lamb. I need to keep pouncing on this horse, bringing this dirty dish rag, riding on this trauma bond train until I can't ride it no more. So when Destiny came out and said that the only reason why, and all this right here is alleged for entertainment purpose only, don't get mad with the messenger. If you can't stand the heat, get out the kitchen, or just put your prayer finger up and just leave, or just say ouch. just say ouch. But just like Destiny said, why all of a sudden that when the new season came, then the rest started happening? Because Melody needed, and this is my observation of what I see on a reality show. And all this right here is alleged for entertainment purpose only. So let me go ahead and put this up because see, we got some sensitive people in this house where they don't know how to separate a reality show from these people's personal life. But this is how I see it. If I can sit there and smear Martell character, because you already know when it comes to social media, they hate two things. They hate the big aura and they hate DV. So anytime when you got those names attached to you, they will ride you like a wild horse. So we need to sit there and put DV on him. And they tried. It was working for a while. It was working for a while. They was riding this horse, and every time when people start opening up their eyes, these melamutts will come and try to sit there and sabotage and dox them and try to keep these people away from the truth, trying to scare these people off because they was trying to keep this trauma-buying train wagon running. So we need to get Martell out. Because no way in the world that we going to have Martell on this show with Ariane, the same woman that sat there and took Melody's husband. Which I don't think that Ariane took Melody's husband. Like Ariane said, I got him with my eyes closed. Melody gave him away. Because what Melody was doing, according to from what the information out there on this reality show, she wanted to be famous. Like I said, much is given, much is required. Melody thought that the grass was greener on the other side. And that's why I say what trash to some may be treasure to somebody else. And Ariane Curry went ahead and scooped it up. That's why I say much is given, much is required. And just like I was watching my sister's video, Unpopular Behavior, she was most likely, she was saying the same thing that I was saying. In order for you to get to the meat of it, and you guys know I've been saying it from day one. And I had to go ahead and repost her video, Unpopular Behavior. I think that's an unpopular opinion. Charge it to my heart. But when she said that you have to go back to season 1, where the foundation, in order to know exactly what's going on, because we looking at Letitia as Letitia, she's weak. We looking at Letitia that she does not have a backbone. Letitia is all that and some. The only reason why people was running with that narrative, because Letitia was not out there being a gutter sniper. She was not out there in order to get a point across. Letitia wasn't out there popping her neck. Because you already know, especially when it comes to our people, our dark melanated people, they think that we all alike. They think that we all ghetto. So they was trying to paint that picture of Letitia because they didn't want the truth to come out, as if Tisha wanted to follow the blueprint of Melody's. If anything, Melody was creating an entire reality show centered around Letitia and Marcel. Let me say it again. What Melody and Martell thought that they was pitching a show, which we already know it was not Love and Marriage in Huntsville, because they came with something else, dealing with building houses or some kind of home show or whatever, building. Carlos King is the one that said that we're going to need more people to come on board. So they could never have pitched Love and Marriage and Huntsville with just Melody and Martell. But not knowing, and she saw, according to how I see it, that show was getting away from her because the main characters of Love and Marriage in Huntsville was Letitia and Marcel Scott. And you might sit there and say, how in the heck that Tisha and Marcel, Melody was building this show for them? Yes, yes, yes. And Melody saw that the show was getting ahead of her, getting away from them. So what she was trying to do, she was trying to do anything to smear Tisha's character. That's exactly what she was trying to do. But I already told you, I say everything that Melody touched always ends up in somebody else's hand. Everything. You can sit there and you can build a house, you can furnish the house, but that does not mean that you can rest in that house. And she was jealous of Letitia. How in the hell that Letitia wanted to follow Melody's blueprint? Just like Tisha said there and said, I don't want to follow your blueprint when you had a whole sister wife that was in your marriage, half of your marriage. You guys was trying to paint that picture that you guys was all this and all stuff. You guys said there you was tore up from the floor. Why would I want to have the blueprint of your marriage? So when she saw that Letitia didn't want it to fall for that okie dokie, what she was trying to do, okay, we need to find something on the Scotts. We need to find something on the Scotts. So what they was trying to do is they know they wasn't going to find nothing on Letitia. Only they can say, oh, Letitia, with her dialect, that country dialect or whatever. But like I say, it's not like her words come out smooth and clear either. And that does not mean that Letitia is dumb. Letitia is the most smartest person a part of that cast. If anything, the smartest. Like I say, this girl has 3 degrees, bachelor's and 2 masters in business. So what Melody was trying to do was she was trying to pull up something on Marcel. She was trying to pull something on Marcel. Okay, we're going to get her. We're going to get her through her husband because that's how the enemy does. When the enemy cannot get you, he's going to get someone that's close to you to tear that person down. And that's what we've seen right now. And I hope that Martell don't fall for it because we already know Martell was trying to send some subliminal little stuff under his mouth, saying, about Maurice and them, and when he was talking to Trisha, oh, you show you didn't go to, one of those rooms that he have at his office, Martell trying to come out with that mess. And I just hope Martell does not, throw another family under the bus and allow that family to go through what he and Melody went through. Because like I said, 2 wrongs don't make it right. Hurt people. But we see that that's where Martell is trying to go. But I hope that it doesn't, take wings. Because like I said, 2 wrongs don't make it right. But you have to go back to the very beginning and see how all this stuff took wings and how the Melamutts formed because they wanted to make sure they keep everything about the host, Melody. And that's why we are where we are today. But like I said, all that was yesterday. We are right now into the new. And you cannot take old wineskin and put new wine into it. Because if you try to take an old wineskin and put new wine in it, it's just going to burst. Okay, so now you're seeing right now it's bursting because they have been exposed. So getting back to all that right there, when Destiny pretty much, that's exactly what she was saying. And most of all the stuff that Destiny was talking about, it was not about Melody. What she was doing was she was trying to clear up those lies. Because one thing that I know, if I have a friend and I know my friend is going through, I'm not going to take my foot and put on that person's neck. Because when I hurt, you should hurt. And for Melody to go and tell what she did for Destiny, I would try to explain it myself if I got a platform. No, that was not true. I didn't ask Melody for any money. Melody volunteered to Cash App or whatever she did to make sure that I have things running in my house. And I appreciate that. But if I knew that Melody was going to give it to me and then make it a part of a storyline, then she should have went ahead and kept it. So now we got all these millimeters going around saying that Destiny is sitting there talking about Melody and everything is about Melody, Melody, Melody. But just like I said, you're going to hear Melody today because tomorrow you will not hear her no more. Let me say it again. Today, you're going to hear that name, but tomorrow, you're not going to hear it no more because this right here is completed. 8 is completed. People's eyes are open right now. And most likely, that's why they wanted Destiny to go and talk to Dr. Heavenly. Because Dr. Heavenly, one thing about her, Dr. Heavenly is a straight shooter. But I was very confused when she didn't do her proper research, when she was always, talking about what somebody else is doing, Melody, lifting up Melody, putting Melody on that platform. And like Destiny said, you only hearing one side. You didn't hear other people. It's 3 sides to everything. In so many words, she was saying, you only hearing one side. So quite obvious, you're going to windmill for one person because you really don't know the truth. You're only hearing what somebody else saying, and we're going to gravitate to that because, the way that it looked. Martell went out there and he cheated over his wife, went out there and have a baby. Nobody don't want to hear nothing from Martell once all this stuff had took place. So quite obvious. People going to say, poor Melody, poor Melody, poor Melody. But like I said, it takes 2 to tear down a house. You cannot tear down a house by yourself. You cannot tear down a house by yourself. And what man that and I've been talking about it on all of my videos, that's going to come from a hard day's work, and especially a Southern man going out there, tearing down houses and building them back up just to go home and see that the kids are not fed, and all this right here is a latch for entertainment purpose only. You air it out, you free game, helping the kids with their homework, looking at you and your wide back mom, trying to figure out what's to eat when 2 women is in the house. What man that going to sit there and come home from a hard day's work and still got to take care what's in the house because your wife most likely is on the sofa sitting there wishing she was famous. This man did everything that he could. We didn't even know about, he even took her to American Idol, thought, she, to make her happy, we wants to see her sing. He did everything, pulled a chair out, brought her flowers, went on vacations. And not one time Miss Buddy ever came on her platform or even on the show and said that Martell was abusive to her. She never became, was what you call it, the face of DV. Never. But we saw all the stuff that she did. That's why I played that intro, how she threw a glass at this man's head, how she was at the reunion, the last reunion, and said, "That's why I beat your tail." Ain't nobody, Carlos King, nobody talked about what do what did she mean? That's why I beat your tail. And you know good and well, big as Martell is, just his pinky finger alone, if would have touched her, would have sat there and knocked out. But this man was not an abusive person, but she was. She was. Do I need to play all the videos? How she even made a reaction video in her music of how she wanted to unalive this man by taking a fire torch and lighter fluid and wanted to set the house on fire just over the love of money. Nobody talked about that. And then the sad part about it is that she had her children dancing on that song, not knowing that if those children were somewhere in close proximity of that house, those kids, most likely those kids would have been caught up in all this stuff, this rage. Nobody talked about that. Where was the kids? It was said that the kids was in the car. In the car. So, like I said, whatever is done in the dark is going to come to the light. But we cannot continue sitting there pacifying all this bad behavior. We cannot. And that's why I was so glad that when Destiny went into Dr. Heavenly's home, Dr. Heavenly gave her a voice. And I'm so also glad that Destiny now, she has her own platform. But I hope Destiny put the right people on her platform and not these vultures. People that wants to see her prosper, people that she can draw from and not people that's going to take out from her. Get the right people because you got a story. You got a story to tell because it's not all about Miss Buddy. Because just like I said, and you can take it to the bank, and anybody knows that's been following me for a very long time. When I said you can take it to the bank, that's it with Miss Buddy. She might as well go ahead and focus on what she got. What she got going on. If she got Nubian streaming network or whatever, girl, you better go and focus on that because it is over with you because blind eyes have been opened. These people is not going to continue season after season and pacify you because like you said, when they go low, you take it to hell. Well, knock, knock, knock. Ariane Curry is coming on. Ariane is coming on. Because if Ariane is not coming on, then I don't think that's going to be a Martell hope. Because why Martell, which he is also executive producer, why is he allowing these people to sit there and push him on everybody? Instead of telling his story, got him out there looking like a fool. Yeah, he's looking like a fool. And the reason why he's out there looking like a fool, because you guys are afraid of his reality. Because you know it's going to mess up you guys' bags. You guys don't want to do anything to sit there and shake Miss Buddy off of that ladder. But like I had said, instead of Carlos King went down to little old Huntsville and put a crown on her, he should have brought a pin and bust that bubble, that big old bubble head. But like I said, one thing about the truth does not need defending. It's going to surely but slowly find its way back home. And that's exactly what you're seeing right now. Because all the ones right now that's on that show, these people was friends before that show. And do you think that they're going to constantly allow one person to be lifted up and tearing down everybody else? And now what they doing? They about to expose the millimeters. They about to expose these people. These people were stalking, harassing, going to people homes. I told you guys. I told you there will be a surge of lawsuits. I told you guys that these people were going to be exposed. What person that you know is going to allow these people to go and pull up and dox you and pull up all types of information on you and you don't say a daggone thing about it, knocking on these people's doors? And I promise you, I see it in the spirit. That's what they going to have on that show when these people knock on Tisha's door. Why did these people knock on Tisha's door? Because these people are overzealous fans that don't know how to separate a reality show from these people's personal life. So, like I said, this is what she created. Melody had plenty of time to sit there and dismantle the millimeters, and she refused to do it. She came out and she talked about it and said that these people are grown people, while all the while making t-shirts calling them the millimeters. I wouldn't even want a t-shirt calling myself a millimeter, knowing the vicious, malicious stuff that these people have done. And now they're trying to clean it up, deleting those videos, but you can't delete them because people already done seen all this stuff. Like I said, this is the year of exposure. I've been saying this way before anybody else was saying this. This is the year of exposure. The things that you used to do, you're not going to get away with it no more. And one thing that I know how God works, when you dig one ditch, you better make sure you dig a ditch for yourself. And when you sitting there, you trying to fight evil with evil, everything that you sat there and built is going to end up in somebody else's lap. Like I said, everything from her business, Scopes. Scopes mean the hoax and the Scots. Who own it? Letitia and Marcel. Their children are wearing the hard hat saying Scopes. Marcel is driving in the truck that's saying Scopes. Marcel and Tisha are building legacies that's going to trickle down to their generation what the hoax and the Scopes had built together. Now, this show most likely is going to be in somebody else's lap because you can never win playing dirty. And I know that would be so hurtful to see the woman that you say took your husband now got your show and you're not on that show. And that's why the Melamus was fighting so hard because they didn't want it to take place. How the heck? You done took the husband, you done took the children, now you're going to take the show? I'll be darned. And this is nothing to gloat about because I hate when people saying they all about truth and then they sitting there, they going on their platform and trying to sit there and fight evil with evil. No, I hate when people do that. But I'm here to tell you what goes around come around. And when it come around to you, you might not be able to handle it. That's why when God say go, go. When God say let go, let go. Because you never want to sit there and fight evil with evil because it would be like the blind leading the blind. And it would be so hurtful. But like I said there and say, God might have a change of mind. Probably say this person is no different than the ones that sat there and did it to them. Like I say, favor is not fair. And just to see Ariane come on the show and boot you off right there, like I said, I would be upset too. But like I said, you don't fight evil with evil. You don't sacrifice your family for almighty dollars. When you sit there, you on the devil's playground and you sit there play on it, the cost is severe. And when it's time to pay the piper, you might not be able to handle what's the outcome because the devil does not play fair. He that have an ear, hear what the Spirit of the Lord is saying. Don't go out there trying to fight evil with evil because playing on the devil's playground, the cost is severe. So when it come and bite you in your butt, you may not be able to handle it. That's why I sat there and say, some things, when you give it to God, you better let go and let God. Because when you try to take matters on your hands and you go out there and go and tapper into darkness, trying to pull out all this witchcraft and all this stuff, it's going to backfire on you. It's going to be backfire on you because knock, knock, knock. Who's behind that door? Absolutely Ariane Curry, your worst nightmare. That's how the devil plays. That's how the devil plays. That's why love and kindness have I drawn. If I ain't got nothing good to say, don't say it at all. Because what's behind that door, you might not be prepared for it. That's why I say when it comes to these reality shows, when it comes to the Most High God giving you a platform, don't let your platform be evil spoken of. Don't take your platform to sit there and tear down because much is given, much is required. And what we're seeing right now, we're seeing something that is about to steamroll over these people that was out there, sitting there, trying to become God. And that's real talk. That's real talk. That's real talk. I'm done. I'm done. But like I said, I'm so glad, now that when it comes to Destiny, Destiny was able to tell us side because we already know when it came to the millimeters, these people was very vicious people and they would tear down anybody that would go after Melody, where it was said that text messages leaks was put out. All Martell personal business was put out. And I'm going to say allegedly, but it's out there by Miss Buddy's mom. By Miss Buddy's mom. And now they telling on each other. They are telling on each other. Because like I said, you never win playing dirty. You never win with play dirty. God would have you to gurgitate it out. And what you seeing right now is these people sitting there gurgitating the truth out. And you might sit there and say, why people are so invested in this right here? Because we all can take a piece out of it. And what you see right now is God have put these people on public display for the entire world to pick it apart. That's why I said, make sure you do not cast your pearls to swans. Don't go out there trying to fight evil with evil because you might have somebody that's 9 foot, a Goliath, a big giant that you're not ready to face. So be careful. And that's real talk. So guys, go ahead and close me out. I'm done. Misbehaving is still in the house. She says, telling on each other, stating they going to rehab or taking a break from YouTube. Okay. Okay, Lady D, I'm about to book you to be my new life coach. Just know I like to curse. That's all right. That's all right. Chandela said there and say she likes to curse. That's all right. I'm not here to judge nobody. Don't you know one of the major prophets, Isaiah, he used to curse? I told it to one of my prayer warriors, which she's my aunt. I'm gonna see if she can come on as well. She said there and said, I've been reading the Bible for a long, long time. They Bible packed, power packed. She said, I don't believe Isaiah in the Bible used to curse. I said, yes, Isaiah had a very potty mouth. In order for Isaiah to see the glory of God, what God said, I'm going to take you to the altar. And what he did was he had angels to set coal on his tongue. And that's how Isaiah was able to stop cursing. But Isaiah had a potty mouth. Peter, in the New Testament, he had a potty mouth. He sat there, tried to act like the crowd, wanted to curse and all this. Like I said, do what you need to do because, I don't have a heaven or hell to put nobody in. God said that he'll clean it up, and that's real talk. Okay, yes, indeed. Meek Black is the #1 spot to be doing Alabama A&M homecoming. They shut the whole street down. Absolutely. And that's why I was upset with Carlos King, because even though they said that, the tickets that they sold couldn't have fit Black. Like I said, Marcel and Tisha would have made room. Even if you guys was going to be outside in the parking lot, they still should have supported Black when they had this Carlos King podcast tour, Black entrepreneurs. We got to learn to start helping each other, okay? Then that's real talk, okay? So speak with your Marcella is still in the house. She said this potty mouth is mute. I'm keeping it cute. That's all right, girl. Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do, honey. Like I said, I don't have a heaven or hell to put nobody in. I can't lay it down and I can't raise it up. Now, when I start raising it up and laying it down, then that's another story by itself. Okay. So, let me read a little more. Speak with your Marcella. Yes, indeed. My girl and Misbehaving. Make sure you go ahead and check it out. Also, to Monday around 3 o'clock Eastern, my time, 2 o'clock p.m. Me and Misbehaving, we're going to go ahead and do a review of Love and Marriage in Huntsville tonight. And tonight is Sunny Destiny Has Arrived, and it's season 8, episode 8. And 8 and 8, that's a good number, and I see that's a good number. 8 is mean completion. So I see that this is going to be a new beginning, a new season for you, Destiny. I see that right there in the spirit. And also, guys, make sure you go ahead and support Destiny, because we have to support Black businesses. So go on her web page and support her candles. Make sure you support her too, because we cannot support certain people who we like. Support them all, because it's not about, we a fan to this person, a fan to this person. We a fan to the entire cast, the show. Okay. So make sure you go ahead and check out Destiny. I'm gonna go ahead and purchase some of her stuff as well. Go ahead, Miss Marcella. Miss Marcella say I need to ask a question. Go ahead, Miss Marcella. I see Miss Behavior sit there and say she gonna take notes tonight. Yes, girl. The candles is everything. Okay, Chandela says the candles is everything. So yes, I'm gonna go ahead and order mine. I still got some packages, guys. I got some packages right now of Destiny I need to open. I gave my daughter some, but she went ahead and gave it to the children. To the children. Miss Marcella said, I need to come up and ask. Okay. All right. Alrighty. Let me let Miss Marcella speak with your girl, Marcella. And I know one thing, guys, y'all better leave Show Enough Miss Wanda alone. Y'all better leave Show Enough Miss Wanda alone, because she got that Mississippi dirt, okay? Don't mess with a woman with some Mississippi dirt. Just like don't mess with a woman that live on the bayou, okay? And that's real talk. Her Mississippi dirt and my bayou swamp Trust me, they ain't gonna play. Hey, Miss Martell.
How are you? This is the question I got. I have been challenged to, I don't know if this is really silly. Is it true that when you're getting closer to God, you will start getting these attacks? Because I have been challenged to go against another blogger
Mhm.
and she added me, but first of all, I don't have anything to do with her. Me and her has never spoke, so I don't understand. But the more I read the Bible and try to get into it, people on these internet streets try me. Like
Mhm.
Miss Diaz, Miss Diagnosis want to challenge me. And I just feel that I don't know you. I mean, is it true that
Well,
once you
the
get
key
close to
word is
God,
what you said. The key word is that you don't know them. So if you
right,
don't know them, they cannot be effective in your life because you
right,
don't
she's
know
not
them. But one thing, when we say the devil, that's just a state of mind, okay? The devil
hmm
cannot do nothing to you but what you allow it to do in your mind. And
right,
that's why we have to make sure we guard our mind, because if we don't guard our mind can be the devil's playground.
right,
Okay. It's not like some thing booger bear is just going to come and sit there and scare you, with a red suit with a
right,
pitchfork. No, that's not the devil. That's a state of mind. Okay. So what you have to do is guard your mind from them, because you, first of all, you don't know them. And
right,
anytime when you try to get close to your spirituality, it
yeah,
always another devil, another level, because what he's trying to do is he's trying to keep you from your destiny. He's trying to keep
right,
you blinded, because he don't want you to know the truth. Because when you start knowing the truth, then you're going to put him to run. You understand? So
right,
that's what we're seeing right now. We are waking up. You seen blind eyes are open now. So now
yeah,
that the eyes are open, then the devil gonna have to flee. It's just like roaches. You know,
right,
you know, if you got roaches, roaches is not going to come out when the lights are on. They only
right,
gonna be out when the lights are out. That's how you see right now. These people ain't nothing but a bunch of roaches. But once
yeah,
you turn the light on, then they going to flee. Keep the word on them. You don't have to fight evil with evil, because the Bible says love and kindness have I drawn. One thing that we
yeah,
know, that God is not the author of confusion, but what? Of love, power, and of a sound mind. We
yes,
don't have to go out there and sit there, go into the gutter with them. Speak the word
right,
on them. The word is powerful, sharper than any two sword. Sometimes I would rather for you to come and punch me than you sit there speak words over me, because words cuts. You understand?
yes,
But they are powerless. Start sitting there speaking the word, because, like I said, when you start speaking the words, even demons going to flee. They
I've been
trying to
doing that,
get to where you are. Don't sit there, come off of your mantle,
period.
your charity, your penalty. Don't come down to them, their level, because eagle soars high. They don't pick with the chickens. Okay. So those are chickens that's trying to pull you down, trying to clip your wings, trying to sit there and have you to pick with them. But you sit there and speak the word.
Yeah,
Don't even entertain that. You see, I don't entertain it, because I know who I am.
yes,
When
I
you
know
know
who
who
I am.
you are, you see them saying no devil in hell can prevail against it. But everything
Right,
that's coming against you, because God got a door that's open for you that no man can close this time. God got a door that's open for you that no man can open. Only person that can go through that door, and that's you. So
yes,
don't let these buzzes stifle your anointing. Don't
okay,
let these buzzings stifle your anointing. So what you do is continue doing what you are doing right now. Dance on their heads. Because long
hmm
as you dancing, you letting them know that them demons are underneath you.
right. Thank you
So
so much. I needed that
don't
because
let them don't ever let them get to you, because everything is a state of mind.
it just took
Everything
me
is
a
a state.
lot of self control and reading
Yes,
the Bible to not get up on that lady the other night. And I
yes.
came so close to it that I said, "No, Lord, I will not forsake you." I just
Yes.
wouldn't cuss her out, but I had to let her know.
No, no, don't. You don't even have to do her nothing because first of all, the Bible say, "Let a man examine themselves." Look at
Mhm,
her and look at your life. You see what I'm saying? They want
mhm.
your life. So why would you sit there and come down, as you say, off of your chariot to sit there and pick with the chickens?
Right, that's
You
true.
see? You see?
I
So all this
appreciate
what
that
you're seeing
answer.
right now is not only a physical warfare, it's a spiritual warfare.
Yes,
And then if you wants to fight in a spiritual warfare, then you're going to have to open up your mouth. See, the word is in you. And all you
right.
have to do is open up your mouth. And when you open up your mouth, demons going to flee.
Yes,
No devil in hell will prevail. And that's why when it comes to these reality shows, we can take the foolish things of this world to conform the wise because this is where our people at. Like I
yeah,
said, our people would rather sit there, be in front of the soapbox than go outside and touch grass. So if this is where our people at, this is where we're going to be. And we're going to sit there. We standing tall and know that you are not by yourself. You're not in it alone. You got prayer warriors. You
yes,
got people that's standing in the battle with you. So you don't have to look to the left, Miss Marcella. You don't have to look to the right, but keep your eyes gaze upon the prize because we coming
yes,
out. We going to win. And the demons, no devil in hell gonna prevail against it this time. We coming
right.
out. So, like I say, these people are only powerless.
I
Powerless.
thank you. I thank you for your
Powerless.
advice.
They only
Powerless.
powerless. Yes.
Thank
Poof.
you.
Yeah, that's
All
all
right,
they
let me
are.
get on there. I'm in the
All
bed.
right. All right. Be blessed,
Bye bye.
dears. So we're
All
gonna
right,
watch
bye.
the show tonight. All right, be
I'll
blessed.
watch it. I'm gonna watch it. All right,
All
bye
right,
bye.
love. All righty. And guys, we wanted to also talk about this right quick, how those demons was trying to sit there and talk about the ratings. You know, they was sitting there, oh, they thought they did a blackout, but then Carlos King came out and showed Love and Marriage in Huntsville is doing great. So, like I said, you know, these people are powerless. So, guys, come on and close me out. Because I'm about to go and rest a little while because the show is about to come on. Sugar Brown say, do not come off of your chariot. Yes, to throw tomatoes with the petty sitting on your throne and give them the middle finger. All right, all right. Marcella, you the queen of the gems. Continue to let your light shine. A smile console many. Yes, it does. I never thought I would say this, but Lady D, you might want to close out in prayer. Oh, wow. Absolutely. Let me go ahead and close out right now. Heavenly Father, we come right now thanking you, guys, thanking you for the day that you have made. And Lord, even though we can take the foolish things of this world to confound the wise, guys, but we just thanking you right now, God, because now we know what not to do, guys. And we're not here to sit there and tear down. And even if we tear down, we're going to build up. But each and every person that's here, the ones that's listening, the ones that wanted to come, we ask right now, God, that you continue blessing us. God, in the name of Jesus, that you will cover us with your precious blood and no devil in hell can prevail against us. We speaking it right now. We speaking that, God, you going to rule and reign in our life, God. We just asking you right now to continue showing up and showing out because we know the best is yet to come. So right now, God, we giving you the glory, we giving you the honor, and we just thanking you for what is about to come. And we ask right now, God, that you will blow our mind, God, in the name of Jesus, that demons going to flee. No weapon formed against us shall prosper, and every tongue that rise against us shall be condemned. And we speaking it right now in the name of Jesus. And let everybody say amen. And I see my girl right now. She says, another great live, Lady D. Everyone enjoy the rest of your evening. Stay safe. God bless you all. So, guys, on that note, you all be blessed.